Hello, 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 everybody. This is Lucy Kelleher, your close to my heart maker. I'm coming on tonight to actually show you something that I've been getting a lot of questions about offline, and it's our upcoming album retreat. And our upcoming album retreat is going to be in November. It's a 3-day album retreat. I think it's November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And it's a virtual retreat, and it's done through Close to My Heart. And some people have been asking, how does it work? What do you get? That kind of thing. So what I wanted to show you was, you get a box like this, and what's inside here is actually from a prior album retreat last year. I think it was last year. It might have been the year before that. No, it was last year, but we were going through some challenging times, and so I didn't actually attend album retreat live, but there's replay. So what's really cool about it is there's going to be a private Facebook group just for album retreat, and only the people who have purchased the bundle get to go in there. And what they do is they will download, or they will list, they'll have an agenda for the 3 days. It'll tell you exactly what's going to be going on each day, which layout you're going to be putting together. There'll be downloadable instructions, full color instructions that you can print out, you can leave on your digital device. And what's really neat is, hey Sharon, and Sharon, hi Sharon Day, hi Sharon Chelsky. You guys threw me off, the twins are on. So, what was I talking about now? Oh, yes. So every time we do a layout, they will do a separate recording, and then they'll save it to the group, and they'll save it to the group. So if you cannot attend live, which for some people it could be a challenge, right? Because it's in the, I think it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I can't remember the breakdown, but I'll put it in the notes below this. You'll have the replays available to you. And what's really nice is if you are watching it live, and obviously if you're on replay, you can always pause. I don't know if you knew that, but on a Facebook Live, you can actually pause and rewind. So if you can't keep up, don't panic. Don't panic. You can just pause the video and keep going, or watch it later. Okay? You can watch it at your convenience and stop and rewind and pause and all the things. So, but what's really cool about this bundle is everything is pre-cut for you. What? I know. So let me just show you. So you get a box like this. Oops. And you'll get a packing slip that tells you what's in there, right? Then, now this was not included, but this is what I do when I get the information. I like to print out a copy. I'm very tech and I'm very paper. I'm both, right? I'm left and right brain. So I always like to print stuff out and then also have it on my computer. So you always get an agenda. And so I'll show you this one from January. It'll show you that on Friday, January 15th, at what time they're going to be doing everything. So what they did was they did a welcome and they did prep steps. Then they're like, okay, the first layout we're going to do is the front cover. Then there's going to be a break. And the next layout we're going to do is called Good Stuff. And so it just goes through every single thing. You'll also get links to a bunch of different resource files. So it'll be for the instructions, for the agenda. If they used design space files for Cricut, now you don't need to cut those Cricut design space images. They'll be included, but that way you have access to them in design space if you want to recreate the page, or if you like the image and you want to do it again. There'll be some SVG files if perhaps there were some that they did, and that kind of thing. And you'll get a link to all of that. Then in the group, they will post this as a file, and this is all of your instructions. And this is just like our regular workshop kits, in that it is full on showing you how to put everything together. Now, the cutting guide isn't in here. Why is that? Because you don't need one. Everything's going to be pre-cut for you. The only thing you might need to do, and it depends on the kit, is there might be, so in this particular album retreat, and again, I'm showing you the January one from last year. This is not what you're getting in November. So if you don't get what you see here, do not come running to me. Sharon and Sharon. No, just kidding. All right, so there's usually going to be a stamp set, maybe one or two. It just depends on the kit. There might even be a stamp and thin cut set. Remember, thin cuts are these metal dies that coordinate with the image. Now, sometimes the stamp and thin cut or stamp sets you get will be exclusive to Album Retreat, and some will be ones that you might be able to buy. We just don't know till we get the bundle, right? That's the surprise of getting the bundle. You know ahead of time what the layouts look like, right? So you can kind of take a guess. But if you are one of my customers and you purchase Album Retreat bundle and you don't have a thin cut machine, that's right, I will cut that for you. And if you're local, I'll deliver it to you. And if you're not local, I'll mail them to you. I know a lot of you who do this already have a thin cut machine, but I know there's a couple of you that don't, and some of you that have reached out to me on the back, you don't have a thin cut machine. So I'm happy to cut those for you ahead of time. Or it'll get there just in the nick of time because I have to wait for my bundle. And I usually get mine within 2 days of their shipping, so I'll probably get mine, oh gosh, the week before. So at any rate, so okay, so you'll get your products, right? And you'll get a bag like this. You'll have your page protectors for all of the layouts. You will have photo placeholders, right? So you might have photos ready to go because when you get when you're put in the group, when the group is open and you ask to join, and when they upload the directions, you can see, you'll need so many of these 4x6, whatever. So we give you the placeholder so that as you're creating the layout, if you don't have the picture, you can put the placeholder, or don't use these and put the pictures that you want there. There'll be some embellishments that you'll be given. In this particular kit, again, not the November one, it was this one. You saw we got a full bag of loose sequins and these pink acrylic hearts, okay? Now, how does this work? What do you mean everything is cut for you? I mean, everything's cut for you. So look at this. This one was called My Routine. And when I go to the instructions here, My Routine was layout number 4. Right? So and it tells you this is what all the pieces are for this kit. So let's say you wanted to recreate this page because you really liked it. Well, it'll tell you, you'll need one 12x12 light ballerina cardstock. You will need one cut light 11x5 light flamingo, right? It'll tell you right through, tells you the photos that they suggest, and then it tells you how to prepare, how to assemble the left side and the right side. Now, if this was just you doing it on your own, you'd have to just try to do it this way. But we're going to have videos, right? It's going to be live and then recorded for you. So look at this. So for My Routine, which looks like this, hold please. It was this 2-page layout. All the pieces that are in here, look, they're already here. What? Yes. Look, everything's pre-cut. What the what? Yeah, everything's pre-cut. And if anything needed, like I said, and anything needed to use the die cut, you would just have to do that on your own, if there are any. But yeah, look at this. Isn't this awesome? Page after page after page, everything pre-cut for you. So that's what that means. So if you are new to scrapbooking and you're like, wow, this could be kind of cool, this is one way to get started, because then all you're going to need to add to this is adhesive, your photos, maybe a journaling pen, and then there might be a few extra supplies you might need, right? So a lot of times you'll need at a minimum a black ink pad, but on the site, when you look at the bundle, it'll have additional supplies needed, and they'll list for you, all right, you need these kinds of ink colors. You'll need 3D foam tape. You'll need, not a cutter, but you might need scissors and that kind of thing. It'll list out the block sizes that you even need for the stamps. Now, some of the stuff you're already going to have, right? You're already going to have blocks, so you're not going to have to buy anything new. You may not have the exact color inks that we're asking for, but you might have something similar, right? It doesn't have to be a Close to My Heart ink. I mean, obviously, if it is, it perfectly coordinates, but you might have inks that you could use instead. And if you are one of my VIPs and you buy the bundle, Not only will you get a free 12 by 12 album from me as a thank you, you're also going to get an additional 10% off any additional supplies that you need for the album retreat, right? So that's a bonus, because not only do you get 10% off, when you place your order, you're getting your 15% VIP credit, not only on the bundle, but on those additional supplies. What? I know. Okay, so this is Album Retreat. This is what it looks like. And it's really cool. And then the other cool thing about it is everything fits in this handy dandy little box for you. So if, like me, when this one came on, life's challenges got in the way and I couldn't get to it. Number one, now I can use it to demo to show you what it looks like, but I just go back to the Facebook group and I can take my time and put these pages together. So we are in the last few days of signing up for Album Retreat and getting this bundle. Why aren't we bringing it up until the deadline of the, like right before Album Retreat? It's because this is not just a bunch of paper that we can send to you. This stuff is custom designed and custom cut. So they need some lead time, right? And this could possibly sell out as well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The layouts for this is a Christmas theme are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And if you check hashtag Album Retreat in our group, you can see all the pages. You could also see all the pages when you go to my website. Click on promotions on the top left, find Album Retreat, click on that. Click where it says the bundle, and you'll see all of the layouts. So that is Album Retreat. It is an amazing event. It's so much fun, and they do giveaways. What? I know, because, it's just not enough. So, at any rate, thanks so much for coming on and watching. Comment live or replay below. My twin Sharon's, I already know you here, but comment something below, maybe what you're doing while you're watching my live. And if you have any questions, you can comment below. You can direct message me. Many of you have my email and my cell phone. There's so many different ways to get a hold of me to ask me about this, and I'm happy to answer. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope your week has been going well. It is Tuesday night here in San Diego, California. I know it's Tuesday night wherever you are, but was it just thundering, lightning, and raining by you? It was here. We don't know what to do about it because we don't get a lot of rain here. And so it was a little crazy, the lightning and the thunder, and then it's gone. So it was just enough to give you a taste and to kind of mess up your car, right? So if you hadn't washed your car lately, and it's just a little light dust on there now, ugh. So anyways, let's hope we get some more rain though, because we definitely need it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk at you later. Bye-bye.